Hey everyone, how's it going? For today's video, let's take an initial look at the 2015 Dodge Challenger RT, equipped with the newly optional 392 Scat Pack and Shaker cold air induction system. The new Challenger and Charger is likely to hit showrooms later this year. While I will of course feature one of my proper in-depth reviews later on, I had a great opportunity to check out this pre-production car featured at the beginning of this year's Gumball 3000, driven by none other than Richard Rawlings of Gas Monkey Garage. For this video, I'll be talking about basic changes for 2015 and the new packages featured on this model. We'll start it up, check out this car's raw pre-production dual-mode straight pipe exhaust, discuss performance and interior enhancements, in addition to an exclusive interview with Richard himself. This pre-production model is essentially a test mule for new technologies, parts, and more. It'll likely be destroyed by the manufacturer when all is said and done. Therefore, the quick caveat is that what you see may not be exactly what you see in production, such as the exhaust. Everything else you see is pretty much right on the money. Tell us a little bit about this thing.
Basically, this is a pre-production model. The real ones don't come out for another maybe 6-8 weeks. But we got a 392 Hemi with a shaker hood. We got 15-inch brembo brakes all the way around. I mean, this thing is a beast. And I own a lot of cars. I own some exotic cars, you know, some Italian cars and things like that. And I just got this one a couple of weeks ago. And the more that I drive it, the more I'm really having fun with it. I mean, at the end of the day, I firmly believe that American muscle is back.
I mean, driving this, and I'm sure you've driven the last generation Challenger, like how does it compare in terms of like its feel and refinement?
Well, if you've ever driven a 1970s car, and then you've driven a 2000 and something car, then you already know what we're talking about. But yeah. I mean, the feel and refinement of the car is really awesome. I mean, this thing drives and floats just perfect. But it's a monster of the hood. It's a monster to drive. It's 6 speed, it's fast, it's quick. I mean, it's really cool. And it's a lot of fun.
So what are you guys planning on doing this rally? I mean, are you going to be in it? Are you going to follow? I mean, what are you going to do with the car after?
Well, here's the deal. I'm all stickered up. I'm ready to go. And lawyers said we couldn't do it. So we came down here to see some of my friends, hang out with everybody, and check out the cars, and because there's a lot of guys that bring cool stuff here, and these are also car guys, so they're also doing a little business with me, and we're here, we're gonna have a little fun, we're gonna see everybody off the starting line, and then we're a little behind at the shop, so it's time to get back and go do some passing line.
Hey, it sounds like a plan. I appreciate you talking with me today.
That's a very nice plaid shirt you have.
Thank you.
I think I have the napkins that match that. Just kidding. Pretty kick-ass, brother. Thank you. For 2015, both the Challenger and Charger receive a thorough refresh. While the Charger changes a good bit more than the Challenger's evolution, designers wanted to continue the retro inspiration, keeping it restrained and specifically targeting the 1971 Challenger with a hint of 1972. On the exterior, the most notable changes include slightly revised bodywork, wheels, and subtle throwback touches. The front clip features a larger chin spoiler with a slightly revised front fascia. You'll also notice the new projector lighting up front, including the fog lamps. The headlamps sport xenon lights with cool LED quad halo rings. The power bulge in the hood is more substantial than before and can be had with an optional shaker hood cold air induction system, available on both the 5.7 liter and 6.4 liter Hemi engines. The shaker hood also adds unique graphics and a black fuel door. The side profile really hasn't changed much, but out back, the rear clips makes the car seem wider and lower than last year's model. The new two-piece tail lamps are all LED and surrounded in a high-gloss black housing. I'll highlight this a little bit more in my future in-depth review, but the new Challenger can be had with either a 6-speed manual or an all-new TorqueFlite 8-speed automatic with active rev matching and paddle shifters. There's also a new trim level known as the Scat Pack.
This package, exclusive to the RT, adds the previously SRT-only 6.4-liter Hemi V8, which now produces 485 horsepower and 475 pound-feet of torque. A nice improvement over last year's 470 horsepower and 470 pound-feet of torque. Other enhancements include an active intake manifold, high lift cam, and cam phasing for the 6.4-liter, fed through a new dual-mode exhaust system. Scat Pack cars also receive upgraded Brembo brakes that are further cooled via ducts that direct air to the brake rotors. If you look down towards the block of the engine, you'll also notice that it is painted in a bright Hemi orange for that throwback touch. Standard on the RT shaker that we see here and optional on other models is the Super Track Pack, which adds extra performance suspension tuning, higher rated brakes, steering, and rear axle. The new Dodge Performance pages, previously known as the SRT Performance pages, now available across the line, and these awesome 20-inch Hyper Black 2 lightweight alloy wheels. I would almost bet that these side pipes are not going to be available in the production model, but man, they sure sound mean. Taking a look at the inside, you'll realize that it is all new. It is the final touch that Dodge really needed to do to the Challenger to really launch it into the modern era. Now the build quality, materials, and fit and finish are more along the lines of the newest Chrysler Group lineup, including the Charger, the Durango, and other key models. But one of the first things you'll notice when you first take a look at the new Challenger interior is the fact that it's even more retro-inspired than the Charger was when it came out in 2011. The more curvaceous dash definitely gives a little bit of a hint to the Charger, but it has a lot more definition. The speedometer cluster is all new. You can get the 8.4-inch Garmin Mobile Media Navigation Telemetrics interface, as well as a full center console that has a little bit more of a retro feel than the Charger did when it first came out for 2011. There is a power outlet, stitched accenting, giving a little bit more of a tailored feel, and deeply bolstered seats. And of course, you can get all of the latest safety tech from blind spot monitoring, lane departure warning, adaptive cruise control, rear cross path detection, all sorts of stuff.